matter my achievement, I always believed and felt I was not good enough. And as you probably know, if you believe something, it's true. Doesn't matter if it's not true. As long as you believe it and stand in it, it's true. And I believed that, and I stood in it, and I didn't know how to get out of it. And then finally in my 30s, I said, I've done all this therapy, I've done the Bible studies, I've done the groups of the personal development. You know, I hear about this hypnosis work, and if it's about mind control, please fix it. Well, what I found out is it is about mind control, but it's not about someone else controlling your mind. It's about you learning how you are already controlling your mind. And so what my goal is, I have this URL here. It's tinyurl.com, 321, and that stands for positive negative release. So if you can look that up now, I'm actually going to go over this information with you, and it'll take you through this. Now, I can't go through everything, but I would like for you to take these tools and continue to use them. And after I learn more about the 9 languages, I'm going to see some changes happen with this for sure. But you'll begin to see how it is you're speaking to yourself and what it is that you've been doing that unintentionally, we automatically do this. So first of all, take any judgment out of it completely. And look at it more like a scientist, like, ooh, this is what the mind does, this is what I've been doing, okay, so if this is what I've been doing, how can I shift, how can I change it, how can I get into a better situation? And so the first thing you'll see is it's talking about noticing your breath first and foremost. Even right now, I'm out of breath, and eventually I'll start to get a little shaky. So in between time, I'll just take a deep breath and kind of settle back in. It's really important to notice that most of us, when we are thinking or doing our day, we're not breathing very deeply. We're usually in our chest. Good way to breathe is filling up your stomach. So even putting your hand on your stomach and feeling the breath. And when we're always like, oh, my tummy feels fat, I don't like that roundness, make it that way. Feel that roundness, and notice your whole body relaxes. You actually stretch out the diaphragm. You're stretching out your lungs. It forces that tension that's in there to actually open up. So breath is essential. Breath is your number one, will have you panic or will have you relax. People do not realize that a lot of times they're panicking not because there's something really wrong, it's because they're not giving their body any air. They're like choking themselves out, so it's no wonder that they're panicking. It's just their body's going, hello, I can't breathe, I'm gonna die. So it's naturally panicking. So people will often, the more frightened they become, their chest will get tighter, and then they start like this, and they're getting even less. So it's really important to just stop and breathe. They don't have to take in super deep breaths because they've already been overwhelming themselves with the panting, but it's just to slow down and breathe. Just like that. And we don't think anything of it, and we kind of like poo-poo it, but it's really important that we think about it. Then you'll see it's, what am I thinking? And you guys already heard a little bit about that. And sometimes we're not sure what we're thinking. We can feel more. Sometimes we maybe can't feel as feelings, but we can feel it in our body. So whatever is right for you, that's what you want to pay attention to. So I have clients who they have shut down their emotions for so long, they don't know what they're feeling. They're feeling everything, which leads to the emotion of frustration. We think that frustration means that everything's wrong. Frustration means you have all these different feelings going on, and they're looping without a resolution. And so your body's going, what the heck, I don't know what to do. And that's what frustration is. It doesn't mean that there's anything wrong with you at all. It means it's time to breathe. And another thing we'll take a look at, which you've already started learning some of, is what is each emotion and what's it telling you? So what am I thinking? Am I thinking something that's helping me? If you are feeling bad or feeling a negative emotion, doesn't mean it's bad. That negative emotion is like the tattletale. So let's say you have a kid who's running out in the street. You definitely want the tattletale to say, hey, the kid's gonna get hit. So these emotions are kind of like the tattletale to what's going on.